I remember the morning like it was yesterday. I'd traveled to a West Coast city for a business meeting. I woke earlier than usual. For some strange reason, I felt like taking a walk. My hotel was located in a fairly safe area of town, so I gave in to the urge. Quickly slipped into my casual clothes and grabbed a banana on the way out the lobby. Began strolling along an already busy downtown street. The sounds of faraway car horns echoed through the canyon of buildings. The sun was just peeking over the horizon, and as I walked, the sky began transforming to that deep blue black of the night to a soft blue. I could smell fresh baked bread of the city bakery. I rounded the corner of the block and almost stepped on an old man sitting on the sidewalk. His back was leaning against the gray stone wall of the building. "Oh, excuse me," I said as I stepped over his outstretched legs. "No problem," he said. As I stepped away, I overheard him mumble in a low voice, "In a hurry, good man?" I stopped and turned. "No, not really. How are you this fine morning?" "I'm fantastic," he responded. It didn't take me long to survey his situation. In my business travels over the years, I'd seen it all too often. Down and out from a job loss, he probably started drinking, and he lost the respect for his children, his wife, and those events slowly turned into a downward spiral. And now his life was riddled with heartache and despair, sitting alone on a city sidewalk. I thought I was about to hear that all too common line, "Hey, bud, can you spare $1?" The old man said, "Are you staying at the hotel? You're not from around these parts, are you? I mean, I could tell, because there ain't no houses down here, and you don't seem to be dressed for a particularly long walk." "No, I'm not from here," I said quickly. "I'm here on a business trip, and I woke this morning with the urge to take a walk, and so here I am." Reaching into my pocket, I involuntarily blurted, "Can I help you out?" The old man first looked at my gesture and then straight into my eyes. "No thanks. I've got everything I need." "Yeah, right," I said to myself. "How can you have everything you need when it's fairly obvious he has nothing?" "Oh, how's that? How's that?" I blurted. "You're sitting here on a busy street at dawn. As you said, there are no houses down here. Where did you sleep last night? Please let me help you out." "Oh, I have a place to sleep," he said. Then he slowly rose, looked into my eyes, and held out his hand. It was large, soft, and warm. His eyes seemed to see straight into my soul. Somehow I felt I knew this man. He shook my hand and bid me goodbye and turned and walked away. As he turned the corner, I felt something in the palm of my hand. He had slipped a note into my hand during our farewell. I opened the note in the early morning light. I could barely read it. "What drummer's beat has you hypnotized? I must say that when I'm tested, I look skyward and wonder if angels experience growth. Do they understand the instructions taught in life, or do they rely on divine forces yet undiscovered here on earth? What forges the unknown? Standing before me, the path curves and turns uphill. Shall I turn away to yet another trail, or stimulate the challenge with hope and faith, knowing my dream is a life yet lived and a story up until now untold, and soon to be witnessed by those very angels? What do I do to water my deepest roots? It's love that taps the eternal wellspring that whets my thirst. Love shared with faith and hope. Yes, the drummer I find each day are the angels that watch over me, and I'm filled with joy and am thankful for each and every step I take." I pocketed the note and made my way back to the hotel. Upon returning to my room, I could hear the buzzing sound of my alarm clock, and I opened the door, reached into my pocket, and placed the old man's note on the living room table. I reset the alarm clock, and noticed the room phone message light was blinking. I picked up the phone, only to hear the desk clerk recording that I had a package at the check-in center. A package, I thought. My trip had been last minute. No one, other than my family, knew my location. I grabbed an elevator and went straightway to the desk. "You have a package for room 110?" I asked. "Yes, sir," the clerk answered. The clerk slipped a long, narrow box across the counter. "A very nice, older gentleman came in this morning and left this for you. He mentioned that you'd recognize the gift and you'd know who sent it. He didn't leave his name, and he didn't sign for the package. I'm sorry, is there anything else I can help you with?" Thank you, no," I said, and tucked the package under my arm, returned to my room, wondering how the old man knew who I was and where I was staying. I hadn't mentioned either. I set the package on the table and surprisingly noticed that the old man's note was missing. I looked under the table, in the bathroom, under the bed, everywhere in the room. Gone. Disappeared. Feeling more puzzled, I opened the box to find a set of drumsticks. Today I carry those sticks on every business trip and often wonder what happened to the note. Was my encounter with the old man a dream? How do we explain the events in our lives? What force drives the good and the challenging? What keeps us moving forward? What sustains us in our time of need? What drummer's beat has you hypnotized?